Hello and welcome to episode 270 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell, Harvin, Knoop. On this episode, we recap the PLYR Cup, the PLYR 9's Kickoff Classic at Elbow Golf Club last week, Harbor Golf Club in Elbow, sorry. We're also going to recap Jason Day back on top after 5 years and 1 week. He wins the AT&T Byron Nelson, a feel-good story, which we're really going to dive into, I'm sure. We're also going to preview the PGA Championship, which happens this week. Lots of storylines. I'm sure Knoop's prepared a splendid preview for that. And, we're just going to shoot the shit about the PLYR Cup. I'm really excited. Before we get into all that, we want to thank our sponsors. First and foremost, PLYR Golf, PLYRgolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your orders. We got most of our stuff. Chase is still waiting for the polos to come, so those are going to be out soon, very soon, but we've got the hats and the layering pieces. It's plus 35 outside, and I'm wearing, and probably plus 40 in the studio, but I have to wear this hoodie. Like, I'm sweating so badly. I might be shirtless by the end of it, but what do you guys think? What first impressions of the hats and the layering pieces and the T-shirts?
Yeah, I like it.
I can't wait to wear some of my layering pieces. I did not get enough T-shirts.
Morning golf guy now, so you need them.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, I love this camo hat. I ordered the camo bucket hat, which I can't wait to throw on my dome for. As you can tell, I'm getting a little bit of sun. So
How many PLYR hats do you have now?
30 probably.
I mean, just say all of them that have ever been created. Like, just say it.
I don't have the pink one that came out this year. I didn't get that one. Not just because
That's the one.
Not because I don't want it.
That's
It's
the
just,
one.
There's some. I got that.
Not
gray.
that you don't want it, but you got to restrain. You got to have some restraint.
Yeah. Just I have to not have a few, so then you can't say I have all of them.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Yes. So head to PLYRgolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen. We're also members of Callaway. So we had a chance to work the hole at the PLYR Cup. Get to shake hands with all the players. And I don't know about you, Bronell or Harv, but I was peeping bags and a lot of Callaways being played in that tournament. So wonderful to see, including some people come up and we're just, because we had our clubs there. They didn't have the Paradigm yet, so they're taking a peek at it. No one asked to hit it, but I had a few people asking to look at it. So very excited about the design. So, it's just nice to see Callaway out there. And then obviously we're slinging Churchill's. We're there. Churchill was kind enough to let us pass out one to every guy. And you'd be surprised at the amount of people that A, hadn't heard about Churchill, which is great for us. I mean, we're letting people know about it. But B, took their first swig of lawnmower like, wow, this is good.
A lot of positive feedback.
Lawnmower positive feedback, which was awesome. And then you tell them, hey, if you can find it on tap, it's even better out of a keg. And then it really blows their mind.
Mm-hmm. What was the temp that day for you guys?
I think we got
22?
Up to 22 to 24, somewhere in there. And then a breeze kicked up a little bit, but
I mean,
like a perfect
light
May.
breeze for Diefenbaker Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean,
one club,
Diefenbaker.
maybe.
Yeah.
Mid-May, like almost the perfect mid-May day. Like you can't really get better than that.
No.
Would have been, except for the bugs.
Yeah, bugs really came out. That
bugs
rain,
are a problem right now.
We were spoiled last year, though.
Yeah, there's
it was
none.
so dry. But
well, I mean, if it doesn't rain again, they're all going to get burnt off here soon. But right now, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Big time. But it is, I mean, you take the good with the bad. I mean, it's 27 degrees on May 15th today, so can't be too upset.
Get some spray.
Yes, with that, you guys want to just dive right into the PLYR Cup. So, as I mentioned, we had the PLYR Cup, the PLYR 9's Kickoff Classic, sponsored by Drive the Green. Loved the format. Lots of positive feedback. So it was nine holes of modified alternate, 9 holes of best ball, and then flighted, and had a 9-hole scramble. But I'll tell you what, that hour, I said I needed 30 minutes. I think I got it done in 30 minutes, but some teams finished like 30 minutes before the last teams finished. So those teams, while I'm having to flight everyone and do all that stuff, some teams were waiting like an hour. So I kind of felt bad. And I mean, the amount of stress that I was going through just thinking of all the people, like all the Bronells out there, just like When are we going back out? When are we
I
going back
wouldn't-
out?
I wouldn't have cared. If it was a nice day. People just relaxing.
You
You
c-
know?
I could
Shoes
feel.
were off.
I could
Beers were
feel.
flowing.
I could feel people being like, "When are we getting out?"
That was the only complaint that I had heard.
Yeah.
Was just the time between the two rounds. And I know I had explained, I said Matty B had tried to set it up the night before and just
Well,
Golf
the problem
Genius
is,
was not cooperating.
yeah, Golf Genius doesn't allow you to carry over scores if you have a different format. So because
Still
the 9
seems weird. You should just be able to plug in.
and starting score. And I
Yeah.
looked for it forever. I couldn't find it. So if anyone listening to this has Golf Genius experience and knows how to enter starting scores, I couldn't find it. So not only that, though, even if you had those starting scores, that's just part one of it. You still have to wait
Yeah.
for everyone to finish so then you can reflight them. And then you have to, because we had a scramble, you have to play the same 9 holes with your flight. So I had to change all the pairings. So it's just a bit of a
Well, guys were
learning
coming in
curve.
the last group and making double or whatever, and then they
dropped 2
change their
flights.
flight
Yes.
that much, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was tough, but I mean, I think we worked through it. And then the meal afterwards, like Harbor put on an unbelievable event for us.
I was wondering if we should have had the meal in between the 18 and the 9.
Well, so you still run into.
but
I was
a lot
thinking
of
about
bogged
this.
down bodies
Yeah,
out there.
and I was
after.
thinking about this today too. Is you still have that problem because you're gonna have guys that show up to eat, and they'll be
Yeah.
done eating, and they'll be waiting to go back out, and guys aren't even in to eat yet, so
Right.
they're gonna get rushed. So at least the meal after, everyone's done.
There's no perfect formula. That's all it is.
So,
Just gotta
but I
get
will
through-
say,
grit your teeth and get through it.
even just talking to some of the players too, a lot of guys hadn't been exposed to player cups before.
Yeah.
So this is their first
A lot
one,
of new
which was
ones.
awesome because they're just like, yeah, these events are great. And
yeah,
so,
I guess. Yeah.
yeah,
There was a lot of new faces.
because you go to the, you go to the staples. Like we go to Warman every year. We go to the Elk Ridge match play, and everyone's wearing player stuff because they've played in events and they're familiar with the brand. So it's actually refreshing to see guys like when you expose yourself to new people. That's good. They get to events now. They got a couple pieces of swag. T gift was good again. Chase always does a really good job with the T gift. So
Oh,
Yeah,
and I
that's
was
nice.
there because I got there before everyone because the buses had a few delays.
yeah,
And I was running the registration, and the first few people come in. I'm like, hey, you get to choose from a shirt and a head cover. And they were like, and? Thinking
Yeah.
like one or the other, but they got both, and it like almost like
Yep.
you get a
messed
polo
them
and
up a
head
little
guard.
bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy.
Yeah. Plus they got that free beer, and I mean the course was in great shape too. The greens are running well, and
I think a lot of the players, I hope anyway, based off the feedback that we received, that a lot of people left there happy, and that's
Yep.
the goal of running a tournament.
there was a lot of, like, obviously there were locals, but older people in this one
Yeah.
than an average player cup, I would say.
actually a coworker of mine went in with his wife because he's like, well, we wanted to play
Yeah.
today, and otherwise we couldn't. So
Yeah.
we just-
Oh, really?
yeah,
Yeah, it's just
And they're
Saturday
out
in early
there?
May.
yeah, they live out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, there
And
was a few.
I didn't see any. Sorry to cut you off there. I didn't see any of the other pins, but the hole I was on, 8 there, had a pretty tough pin. So were the pins
Yeah.
tough everywhere?
There was a
there were some tucked ones.
yeah, there was some
5
tucked,
was tucked. 6 was tough too, I think.
13, that long par 5. It was back. I think it was back, right?
Yeah.
It was tough. Yeah, so there's some. I mean, 14, that drivable par 4 is smack dab in the middle, so give you a few free ones too. But
Tough but fair.
tough but fair.
I heard that place is always actually really nice at the start of the year. They always, I don't know, that for whatever reason, whatever it is, I don't know. Yeah, it's just
Could
a
it
place
be
to
access
go. Really,
to unlimited water?
Yeah.
could help.
Well, and I think I was saying to lots of people that hadn't played there before, Saskatoon guys coming in or whatever, it's the perfect tournament, stag, that type of course.
Yeah.
Like you have to travel to get there, so you get that kind of, whether you're taking a van or whatever, you get to drive there, get excited, and then it's just a good course. You have a little bit of freedom to blow it anywhere on some holes, but then some are tough, and yeah, it's just a lot of people aren't exposed to that course lots, and I think it's perfect. Like if you have a guys or girls like Ryder Cup style event, go play there. It's a good stag / group course
For sure. And that, I mean, there was buses from each city, Moose Jaw and Saskatoon. So
yeah. Chase filled up that bus pretty good.
that rush bus.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
how many in that one?
I think he was pushing 20.
Well,
The funny part
At
is
least.
Harv mentioned the delay. So they were basically had everyone on the bus except for one guy, and I hope he listens to this show because he's kind of a dick for doing it, but he bailed on the bus, but he didn't tell anyone. They were at his house waiting for like 15 minutes, and they're calling him, and he's just like, yeah, I decided to drive myself. He didn't tell anyone.
Oh no!
So the bus was late getting
thought
there.
he was sleeping in there or what?
Yeah, I don't know. They're just like, they were texting him, no one could get a hold of him, and they finally got a hold of him. He drove himself.
Ouch.
Man.
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's more to the story, but that's all I got. So, do you guys do anything else this week?
And then I got roped into driving our bus home.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You were sick anyways.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you were
Being
sick,
roped.
and I mean, props to you for the way that it sounded. You were like dying the day before, so we're very proud of you for coming out
Thank
on
you. I
Saturday.
He
wanted
was
that
dying the day
recognition.
before and then showed up and just was his everyday self on
Yeah.
Saturday.
I was not.
Yeah.
I was not.
I didn't
had
notice
2 drinks.
anything wrong with him.
Oh,
One and a half.
well, now that information came out, he definitely wasn't himself. 2
Yeah.
drinks on a Saturday?
Yeah, and I was just like, so should I drive? He's like, you know what? I'll drive. I'm like, oh. So I obviously took that immediately and had 2 beers as soon as he said it.
Yep.
Just like no turning back now.
Yeah.
And we had that
But-
giant speaker in the bus on the way home, and it was fucking loud.
Yeah.
Like
Nothing
right
better
in my
than
ear.
turning off the radio and turning on a speaker in a van.
And just the worst playlist you can imagine, too.
They didn't even let you be in charge of that?
Like, we're
No.
talking like Backstreet Boys, Creed, everything.
Yeah. It was. I had a lot of fun.
Sounds fun.
I mean,
I was in the
Creed
front.
wasn't too bad, but
So the good.
See, where do the bad ones come in here?
Well, and the funny thing is the speaker was facing backwards. Me and Bronell are in the front 2 seats. I felt bad for the guys in the back 2 rows because it was sitting right behind us, and then so it had to be 10 times louder behind us.
Mm-hmm.
oh
And
yeah,
I felt bad for those guys. Like the next day, I was like, man, we had that thing pumping, and it was loud up front. But yeah, you can't even hear yourself think.
I'll
Yeah.
go through my week quick here. Are we done with PLYR Cup?
I think so. Other than saying thanks again to PLYR Golf and Harbor for having us out.
Yeah, for sure. My first comment was, remember when we played our first round of the year and not a single post was made on social media?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Because that's pretty bad.
Yes, I remember that.
That's a tough goal.
I don't. Yeah,
I mean, I
it's-
don't have access
Maybe
to the
opening
accounts.
day
Yep,
posts
me
are
neither.
out.
So
opening
Maybe
day
they're
posts
out.
are
Maybe round 2 posts are in now. They're
Just-
like in style now.
Well, yeah, maybe the next
too
round that we
many
have.
people are doing the opening day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So maybe our next round we'll just post something and say, "Hey, we're in week 2 of golf season."
Yeah. I mean, none of
Yeah.
we
Everyone
didn't
else
play
will-
that great. So
Everyone
maybe,
else will fade out. Like they already came out hot out the gates, posting everything, and then we're just gonna consistently.
right.
As
Go
we
the other
have,
direction.
as we have,
We'll just have
for
a
all time.
pile of posts for the
One
last
and 2
round of
them
the
to
year.
death, like me and the booze count.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is if you never leave, you have to you don't have to tell anyone you're back, right?
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Yeah.
You're
That's
just
true,
here
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. My only other comment was my perfect game I threw at the junior rookie baseball game last week. Hit every single bat. So
Every single kid got a hit off of your
No
Yeah.
tee. No
Yeah.
tee needed.
I hit every single bat. Yeah.
Yeah. And the key to that, if you recall last year with Gabe, is just to throw it at their face because then they have to get out of the way and they
Yeah.
usually protect themselves
Yeah.
with said bat
Or hit it with their hands.
or hit it with their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hurt some hands last
Yeah.
year.
That works.
But that's the key. If it when in doubt, if a kid's struggling at the dish and coach pitch, throw it in and around his face, and he's bound to at least get his hands up.
Yep.
And probably hit it.
Find that plane. Yep.
So
Stop for Slurpees on the way home tonight for my throat because they feel really nice. You know what an elite Slurpee is?
frog water.
Coke and lime.
Yep.
Like 3/4 Coke, quarter lime. Probably the best
a great
Slurpee
call.
out there.
The best.
The best
slurp.
Slurpee
The
out
best
there.
one out there.
7-Eleven, the best Slurpee out there is 100% Pepsi. All of it. All Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi.
I thought you were going to say something serious.
All Pepsi.
I never know. I only get Dr. Pepper Slurpees. That's it.
Sometimes they're too watery, though,
Yeah, Dr. Pepper's the least consistent Slurpee.
because it's dark, super
Yeah, because
dark.
you know why?
looking,
Because they
right?
got to be mixing it all the time because it's always running out.
It is very good. But
When you're mixing it that much, you're
So
bound to have
it's-
some
so-
variability.
You know
These
what's
aren't rocket scientists mixing up the Slurpees at
You know,
7-Eleven.
this is not going to help my case for the Pepsi thing, but I was going to say Pepsi is always 100% consistently good.
Yeah, it's because it's the same one since that store opened.
It's the driest all the time. Like it's the lightest color.
Yes, it's
pop
and
out there.
and so consistently light Slurpee. Like it is good. There's
It's
no.
like
I've
gray.
never had a.
Who
I've
wants
never had a
light
watery
Slurpee. This
Yeah.
like airy and
No, I meant light as in color.
Yeah,
so
it's like
when you-
gray, man.
Yeah, when you look at the spinning wheel
Yeah.
and it's all clear like Dr. Pepper because you open it up and like the first quarter of the cup is just juice that you have to. You got to remember to get your cup out of the way, so you spray it all down on the bottom until the
Yeah.
actual Slurpee comes. Pepsi, you never have that issue.
No,
It's always a perfect swirl.
because it looks
going
like a
on in there.
chocolate swirl coming out.
Yeah.
so
it's
slow.
had
So good.
years to mix. It's had
So
years
good.
to just mix that same batch.
Maybe that's why it's so good. It's in the pipes.
Could be. I mean, that would make sense.
All right, Churchill booze count for me 5 this week, so
Must have been
light
sick.
week. Sick. 234 in 134. So fun little numbers there.
Yeah.
I'll
Who's
go
next?
I'll go next real quick because I missed the pod last week.
Oh, you did?
That was
Hey?
last week.
That was last week. Yeah, I was in Calgary coaching hockey, so
It's weird to have all of us here.
To a high booze count. And I do have to, I was supposed to say it last week, but I was supposed to say Happy Nurses Week, just because my wife's a nurse and she, for whatever reason, hounded me to say that on this podcast. But yeah,
they
so
they
Happy
do a
Nurse
great
Week
job out.
Yeah.
to all
there.
the nurses
Yeah,
out
the
there.
unsung heroes.
Yep.
Sure. And anyways, I had 27 drinks over the last 2 weeks, so I'm at 216, 217.
Oh
Wow. Bronell's happy.
Nice.
It is 216 on the year. With that
216.
27 spot.
18 back. That's one night. That's one quick night for you.
Yeah. Is it happening this weekend or is it happening a month
Couple
from now? When am I making up the break?
Couple weeks.
When am I making up the... I mean, I was leading for like the first 3 months here. So
That's true.
It's not... I might switch it around and win this thing this year.
Wouldn't that be something? Heel
Maybe.
turn.
Nah, we'll see. I think I got a pretty good lead.
Who's next?
Knoop, you want to go?
Yeah, I got a little bit of a week. Left Wednesday to Manitou Beach. Have you guys ever been to the little spa that they have there?
Yes.
PGS member, too.
Yeah. So we went there 5 or 6 years ago for the same retreat, actually. And I remembered it being a dump. So I wasn't too keen on going back. It was way better than what I had expected. Not the golf course. I'm just meaning the spa
Did you
itself.
play
Oh,
the
you
golf
didn't play
course?
the golf course?
I did not play. Didn't have time.
Okay.
Just played
6
rounds at the home course instead.
Just wait for that. Okay.
Oh, did you guys have any? You guys didn't do your birdie counts.
Didn't play.
I made
What?
one.
We played on
We did.
opening day.
That was Monday. That was before last week's pod.
Oh, we had that birdie. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I did have a solo round. Right, I forgot about
I
my solo
didn't.
round.
I didn't say, but I had one birdie in the 2 rounds I played last week. So
Okay.
what did K because there's only 2, or K because I only made one birdie?
One birdie. Yeah.
That's all I had.
I know.
Wasn't very good.
So got home Thursday night, immediately packed, left Friday morning nice and early to Fargo. It proceeded to pour the entire drive pretty much all the way down there.
Well, you missed that beautiful drive.
Man, it's... So
What
we
a
were
shame.
trying to hustle there because we were going to go watch a college baseball game. So we get there, game's at 6:30. We get there at 6:10. Just in time for them to pull the tarps off. Players are pulling it off, getting it ready. They start to prep the diamond. 2 minutes later, game's canceled. We're going to do it tomorrow, your doubleheader. So we don't get to watch. But luckily, the track is right beside where their stadium is. And they had
that'd be
conference.
cool.
Yeah, conference finals were going on for a track meet.
Yeah.
So we ended up staying and watching that because they had to get going, so they had to do it. We stayed and watched high jump. The guy that won jumped 2 meters. 214.
Is that
200
good? Is that good?
That's like 7 feet.
Is that good?
Yeah, I have no idea
I
in
think
the
that's
in the
I
pretty
realm.
think
solid.
it's good.
Let me-
but I have
I'll
think
look
it's
it
no
up.
pretty
idea.
solid.
Well, I know it's
No one's
good.
touching 8, are they?
It's good.
Ay, ay,
Let's
ay.
put it this way: it's good. How good is it? That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And what's
high
the world
jump.
and what's
high
the world
jump.
record?
I'm looking that up right now.
I would say 250, 230, somewhere in there.
245.
Yeah.
What's that in feet?
Sotomayor, 8 1/4 feet.
They're oh my god, 8 feet.
And a quarter inch.
It's something
That guy's
else.
on steroids. 100%.
Javier
Yeah.
Sotomayor from Cuba.
So yeah,
100%.
stayed,
100%.
stayed there, watched that for a little bit. We didn't play till 4 the next day, doubleheader, so 4 and 5:30. It was pouring all day the next day as well. So did that. Pretty much go for supper, get home. We play 9 a.m., 10:30, and then we head home.
Really?
It was the worst schedule that I've ever been in a tournament for. So drive down there for 8 odd hours, right? On the way down, we end up staying there for, 36 hours maybe, and then just head back for another 8 hours. Not to mention we played against kids that were older than us, so they weren't even in our age group. The rules were different. It was not a Little League tournament. They're leading off. Our kids are like, what the hell's going on? Because in Little League, they can't lead off.
Yeah.
So it was something. I think we scored 4 runs all weekend.
Yeah, it's tough.
Not the best.
Had to quickly
Not the
teach him the
best.
hidden
Should be
ball
no-
trick
Yeah.
in between innings.
Yeah.
Should be noted, our team, my kids' team, was supposed to be at the same tournament. I'm really glad that we didn't go.
Yeah, the kids were real good because everybody, they were in this big complex and I got to watch them. And
Oh, so you watched the younger age
Younger
group too?
age group,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
good.
Luckily, got to play actually this morning. It was a perfect morning
Luckily.
out. That's the only round I got in this week. So
You said 6.
Yeah, 6 birdies this morning. So
6 birdies.
22 on the year.
You had 6 birdies today?
I
Yeah,
did.
you
I didn't
bring
look
all
at
the
your
easy
li-
holes again. He
I
does it
didn't-
every time.
I didn't.
Yeah, because they're easy.
I know.
I didn't
But
read
try
his
and
line
mix in
score.
one on the hard hole once.
I birdied 7 last week, buddy.
That's not hard.
Okay. 10 drinks this week. 2 were beer. So I'm 210 for the year and 80.
So
You'll
what's
be
the numbers here?
passing me.
236?
You'll be passing me.
236, 216, 210
Yeah. 3 hundo.
Easy.
on the nose.
Actually,
Yeah. That's it?
how many
Yeah.
rounds have you played this year then?
At home too.
That's
no,
it?
no, that's not. Well,
That's
I don't
not
think
the
that's what he's
question.
asking. That's not what he's asking. How many rounds have
I
you
was
played in
clarifying.
2023?
Yeah.
2 in Phoenix,
12?
3 in Palm.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 6, 7
That's
total.
not too bad.
I honestly thought it was 20.
Think how many you would have played at the course open on April 15th.
Right. Plus it's 20 rounds of sim golf too.
I'm gonna get 3 or 4 in this week. I'm gonna play Wednesday morning, Friday morning, Saturday. We'll see what happens.
'Kay.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, my week leading up to it was a very weird week. Had a rain day, so obviously leading up to we played on Monday, then kind of some weather cleared up, so getting everything ready around the landscaping world, and then of course just as we're about to fire up, it rains. So rain day, so canceled all of Thursday on us. So Friday it stops raining, so I went and played a solo round. I played 18 holes in 91 minutes. I thought that was
Nice.
fairly good. Had almost went, so our first round there took me to a hole 17 to get my first birdie of the round. And then this solo round, same type of deal, but I birdied 16 and 17. So I had 2 birdies.
We're counting solo round birdies this year.
Well,
I
like,
don't know why you wouldn't.
mine for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know about Harv solo round birdies. If it's a close putt that should have went in if he tried, then it counts.
I think you would do something like that too.
No, I never do.
Absolutely.
You know what? I actually sometimes that happens, and I'm just like, what should I do here? What? And then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fall in that trap. This is 100% not gimme. But anyway, I'm gonna be the only one that says Happy Mother's Day in my week. That's why I was hoping to go last to really put you guys to shame by skipping over that little detail.
Oh, my wife doesn't listen anyway.
Yeah,
I
so
said it
nor does mine.
yesterday. So what's the difference? Why do I need to say it again?
Well, you should
Did you
just.
say
There's some
yes? Yeah,
others.
like you said it yesterday and did a few things yesterday. Why am I
Yeah.
saying it a day after?
Well, just to
Happy
all the
belated
mothers.
Mother's Day, you mean?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my bad. Put my foot in my mouth. Yeah, we did some Mother's Day things. That was it. My week had pretty much nothing in it other than that solo round in 91 minutes that I was pretty proud of. I don't know if I'm playing it all this week, but maybe me and Bronell will find a round to play in
Well,
since our
we don't get
friends don't
invited,
invite us.
so-
Yeah, our friends don't invite us
It's
to
an
rounds.
open invite.
It's always an open
I
invite.
think that one was
Yeah.
full
Except for
before we got
Saturday.
invited.
But-
Yeah.
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 Well, Wednesday's
Wednesday's full out
yeah.
here.
Yeah, but people invited us to play. so-
Saturday's full.
That's our point, though. They invited you guys.
The time's right behind.
Yeah, we don't want to go. We only want to play with you guys.
I can't play Wednesday
I
morning.
should
Play
say,
6.
I know Bronell doesn't get
Wednesday's
invited
supposed to be
'cause
super windy.
he doesn't want to play
in the
mornings.
afternoon.
Cold in the mornings.
I can't wait for men's night to start next week. Then it's for sure a reason. Like it's hard to justify skipping kids baseball to go play in the evening when it's not a sanctioned event.
Yeah. That's why you just go in the morning. You can play whenever you want.
It's true, but then I feel
Gets
bad for
Gets it.
the guys that I work with. Kind
They'll
of feel
understand.
like yeah. We'll get in a groove. So yeah, I had just a measly 12 this week,
Not bad.
and yeah, that put me bang on 300 for the year.
Well, congrats.
301.36. Okay.
You got to pick it up to get to 1,000 again.
Yeah. So unfortunately for the AT&T Byron Nelson Classic, yesterday was Mother's Day, and I had stuff to do, so I peeked in.
You watched that Jays Braves game probably too.
Me?
That was happening right at the end of the.
No,
finals.
so this is what I did. I had tasks to do on Mother's Day at the house, so my wife was also outside. We were doing outside stuff, so I made sure that the TV was on, and then I had to take like a couple piss breaks.
Yep.
I had to go. Oh yeah, I gotta go. I'll do the laundry today. So I went in and switched the laundry a bunch of times. So I
Water
did get to
bottle's empty.
watch quite a bit of it. It's
Yeah.
just not in like a consecutive viewing experience. So I'm gonna what's the word I'm looking for?
Defer.
Defer. I was gonna say delay.
Well, did Canoop watch any of it?
I'm gonna defer to you guys.
I was fucking driving.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
out. So
I
we're gonna
watched a few
defer to you
holes.
guys. Few holes. Okay.
Little bit. Lots
so
on
then-
Twitter, though.
Based on the amount watched, that should dictate how much we talk about it.
This
Yes.
is all I wrote down.
So it should be Jason Day heavy, and then we'll go to Canadians, and then we'll move on.
Well, there's Jason Day. We obviously start there. And then like 2 other ones, and we'll be on Canadians.
I'm sweating so
I did
bad.
watch a little bit Saturday evening after ball was done. We were eating supper in our hotel room. We threw on the replay, so I got to watch kind of most of the back 9 Saturday. Scotty not playing so hot, but
Yeah, he sucked on Saturday. Well, let's start with Day. Obviously, a 13th career win. Matty B had mentioned first win in five years.
Plus a week.
Plus a week. First win since his mother passed away last year on Mother's Day. That's kind of a
Love it.
Really good story.
can't
there,
make
yeah.
this stuff up type thing.
Emotional.
And he was very emotional. Consider retiring. Didn't tell his family or anything like that, but had crossed his mind a few times in this last 5 years where he's been just battling back injuries, and it really hasn't been talked about how much he's changed his swing. Because like the back injury hasn't gone away.
Yeah, that's what that
He's
was going to be my
just
next thing. Like, has he
changed
talked
it.
much about how his back is still injured? He's just made the necessary adjustments to allow him to play. Like, I haven't really heard if he says it still hurts, or is it just he's changed enough where if he went back to his old swing, he'd be hooped.
yeah.
So he's changed it, strengthened where he needs to strengthen that. Like, that's an insane thought that you can change your swing. Some may say, like, other guys who have experienced severe injuries couldn't do what he's done.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty
Mhm.
crazy.
That's right. What's he up to in the world now? Anyone know?
I can find out for you right now.
I'll tell you right now, he's 20.
20s. I was going to say, yep.
That's it.
20.
I thought he was already in the 20s.
I'm looking at our easy office pool.
I'll tell you.
That's
Ain't
not
up to date.
updated.
So that's probably from Friday. So
I'll tell you right now.
He's
Might
probably
be
a
14
little
now.
bit more than that.
Yeah, I would think he's.
He's trending up in the last several months, too.
Yep.
Carves, you've been on him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Said it. And I
No,
mean,
it's
other
still
than
20.
other than
It
that
is 20,
vertigo bout, like he's maybe in the final of the match play, right? Like
Well, he said that was
whatever.
Allergies, yeah.
Whatever. Well, then he had vertigo at the Masters or something. Like
yeah.
they had mentioned
I don't know.
vertigo with him.
He's had some health scares.
I'd love to see him
Um,
win another major.
I'll
That'd be
tell you
awesome.
one thing.
Hard not to cheer for him.
He does not pull off that cowboy hat.
No.
He does pull off a Nike regular hat, though.
Absolutely does.
Yeah.
And like the vase trophy, crystal vase, not bad. One of the fancier ones in
Yeah.
the crystal category for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cowboy hat wasn't a good look. I mean, I don't think anyone's pulling off a cowboy hat with golf attire on,
No,
like professional golf attire
Right.
on.
If you gave me a list of or a blank slate and said name all of the PGA Tour events on a schedule, I think prior to this week I'd miss the AT&T Byron Nelson almost every time. Like I think I could name almost every single other one, but I would gloss over this one.
Call.
You don't think so?
No.
I think you could get close.
Like you're gonna remember the RSM,
Wait, are you
the
saying
3M,
in order or just?
No, just like list all of them. Here's
okay.
30. No,
I
yeah,
thought
in
you were
order.
saying in order.
No, I'm saying
I
in
was like,
general. Like it just seems
Yeah.
like AT&T Byron Nelson is one that I kind of forget about.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it's
whatever it is,
moved around a
50.
little bit, hasn't it?
54 tournaments.
Yeah.
How many do you think you'd get?
Like 50
Well,
to 53.
one, it's not 54.
Yeah. Well, it's more. It's like last year the super season was like 50. I'm pretty sure it's 54.
because there's all
tournaments.
those off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's more than one a week.
Still, their take
There's
off
a gap in December.
like it's
But anyway,
not many.
that's
Yeah,
gonna be a
it's
it's gonna be a
50
fun
is.
little
It's easy 50.
it's gonna be a fun little exercise because I'm obviously not gonna
Do
forget
live
about
on the
Byron
pod.
Nelson now.
you just
Yeah.
you just
Put
don't
them on
talk.
the spot.
You
right
just
now.
don't
Well,
talk.
now I want to look them up just to see if there's
no,
any
you
others
can't
that I
look 'em
forget.
up. You
I just
just
wanna
do
look
it. You
now.
don't
I'll
talk.
give him a week to study, and we'll see how he does next week.
Here we go. That's good content right there.
Yeah, but
I
he just
guar-
doesn't talk for like the most you can get in 15 minutes. Well, we just go through.
I tell you what, I guarantee you, if you actually let me study, because I know you'd backtrack on this 100%, I would not miss one.
You wouldn't. Yeah, I think you would.
If I got to study,
Not if you knew it was 50. Not if you knew the number and you got to study. You're not missing.
He's still
No.
missing one. I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
I think he's
No,
still
you're
missing
not.
one.
no. If you give me a board that has 54 lines on it, I have to put a tournament in each of the 54, and I got to study for a week, I would not miss one. I
You couldn't
guarantee
do-
you.
You couldn't do that with names, just regular names or anything.
Like, what do you mean, like Ed, Phil?
Yeah, you couldn't do that with
James?
that either. If you got a week to study, you would forget one.
Yeah, but that's the thing is this isn't just random names. I'm not memorizing a random list.
No.
I'm familiar with all of these. I just have to remember
Yeah.
them.
Well, you're familiar with those names too. You've heard them all before: Ed, Phil, Jim.
So you give him a
Makes
list of
makes of 54 cars.
you
Yeah,
give
like
him a list
chocolate
of 50
bars.
names.
Like you could. Yeah,
You give him
No.
a list of 50 names to study. You think he's missing one if he's got to write it down?
yeah.
I would say 100% I'm
least.
missing one. But I'm not missing 50 golf tournaments.
You
Well, we're
are
gonna
right.
find
You,
out.
you
different.
would have a
That's
better
like
chance
saying
of doing
that's
that.
like saying,
Yes.
oh yeah, you couldn't name all
Yeah.
160 Big Four professional sports teams. It's pretty much the same thing as what you're saying because you're familiar with those so much that you would name them all.
I think you're forgetting one there too.
Come on. That's like
I could do that
that's a
without.
layup.
I could do that without studying.
that one's easier. Than
Yeah, just give me the
golf
give me
Yeah.
the give me the
tournaments.
divisions.
time.
I'll fill them all out for you.
Yeah, I think you're forgetting one. We're gonna find out next week. So.
So this is it. We're doing it.
Yes.
What was
I know for a fact I will not forget one.
There's no PGA recap. It's just that.
Who? So wait, just wait. I'm just gonna clarify one more thing before we move on because I know if we actually did this, Bronell's caveat would be, next week he'd be like, yeah, you got 3 minutes to do it. That's what he would do.
We're also gonna
something
need-
he would do.
Proper spelling is also
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
required.
hyphen,
yeah, obviously.
hyphens, dashes, yeah, all of it.
And now courses.
Ampersand.
And the sponsors too,
If it was courses,
because you got to get all the sponsors in
if
there
it was
too.
what course they were at, I would get like 20.
Oh yeah.
Courses would be tough. Couple more things on old J Day there. 1.7 million for this tournament that wasn't that great of a field. Like it was.
Scheffler played.
That's why they're sticking around.
That's it.
That's why they're
Spieth played.
sticking around.
No.
Didn't he?
Didn't know.
Oh yeah, he pulled out.
Pulled out.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a good field.
No.
And then the last thing on day that I want to mention, old Dash there, rocking the Masters polo.
Was he?
yeah.
Yeah, that guy looks like a nerd.
He's old now.
He's big.
I was just gonna
He's
say
a big
how
dude.
Yeah.
like Dash is one of those kids that you remember from when J-Day was super good, and it's like now that you see him growing up, it's like, holy shit, he hasn't won in 5 years. Like that kid's old.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the other main one to kind of talk about is obviously Eckroat there. He finished second. He's kind of been touted as one of the next up-and-comers. So he's slowly starting to figure that out. But the big story on him is I guess he stopped at home like in between weeks here and just like was hanging around his parents' house and grabbed his like putter that he used in high school and used it for this week.
No way.
Really?
I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
Changed putters, used that.
That's neat.
He shot 6 under on Sunday and like lost to the field because Day was 9, Kim was 8, Pan was 9. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was
6
crazy.
under wasn't going to cut
and
it.
this was going to be the first. He was in contention to be the first PGA Tour like alumni to win a tournament on the PGA Tour.
Neat.
So no
That
one
would've
has
been a
done that
cool
yet.
story.
So that was up there.
Scheffler was also 6. Not good enough.
No, I mean Scotty sunk himself on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Like what was he 71 or something like that,
71,
even
yeah.
par.
Yep.
The other quick ones here. KH Lee was trying to defend his title, finished 50th. That Zicheng Do,
Yep. He was leading for a while.
he was leading. The biggest takeaway of this entire tournament is that he likes to go by Marty. So it's Marty Dow, just like Tom Kim.
So did you hear where that came from?
No.
His teacher in like grade 1 or 2, when he showed up to class, was like, yeah, I'm not calling you that. How about Marty? He's like,
No, serious.
I guess. And then it just kind of stuck.
Like, that's a little racist.
Yeah, I'm not calling you that.
He's like, that's, too hard to say. So I'm going to call you Marty.
I don't mind it, but it's a little offside. Wouldn't fly these days.
Yeah. Wears a bucket hat, too. So there's that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
JJ Clean missed the cut, obviously.
Unfortunately.
In front of the pod
But he's
there.
playing the PGA Championship.
He
Yeah.
played all right.
He's in.
Yeah, he
Good warm
He
up.
was even par or 1 under, I think, wasn't he? Or
Yeah,
1 over, maybe.
He eagled the last.
Right around
Yeah.
there. And then just before we get to Canadians, Adam Scott, T8 back-to-back top 10s for that guy. So another guy kind of trending the right
Yep.
direction, heading
Good week
into
for
a
the
major.
Aussies.
Take that for what you will. Yeah, go to Canadians.
Better week for the Aussies than the Canadians. Hughes was T14 though. You see, he played rock paper scissors with that kid for his hat.
Yes.
Kid beat him, so he signed his hat and gave it to him. Kind of cool. Got posted on PGA. And
Yeah.
Just
That was
a
cool.
real good dude.
Yeah.
Canadians, man. People
Yep.
love him.
Probably pissed off about the Leafs and just wanted to be a nice guy for a little while.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, he's a Leafs fan. Sorry to hear that.
We didn't
Mac.
even talk about the NHL playoffs at all yet.
We're not a hockey pod.
Yeah.
No, but the Leafs lost. So that's kind of a big
Leafs
deal.
loss, Oilers loss.
Well, yeah, no, you're not an Oilers fan, but
Go Knights.
Matty B is.
No, I just said go Knights.
Now.
Everything's
At
right
what-
in the world. There's no
at
Canadian
what point?
teams left.
At what point didn't I say go Knights?
Last series.
When?
First series
all of
for
it.
sure.
When? You can't just make. That's like me saying, "Oh, you cheer for the Bruins over the Habs." You just say you cheer for the Habs. It's the same thing. Just because you have a chair, that means you're a Habs fan. I could literally go online right now and buy that chair.
No, you couldn't.
It just, yes, I could.
It
Someone's
might not
selling
be
a
for
forum
one.
chair.
Yeah, maybe. It might be one.
Yeah. You
Uh,
can't say
Hadwin
things.
was T34, and our boy Roger Sloan T79, and jinxed.
Who jinxed him again?
Same
Made the
guy that
cut.
jinxed them
Hey,
all.
made the cut. That I can't. So 2 days after.
20K.
Listen, 2 days after, that doesn't count as a jinx. If it was the
It
next
does.
day, then
You
I would
have
agree.
no authority of jinx rules, man. You got none of that.
They
What
don't
do-
last that long.
How did Maddie turn out this week?
She did well.
She
Oh,
did not
no.
do well.
Oh no!
Oh no, I'm thinking of her qualifier today.
Oh,
Yeah, so now
We'll
you just
get-
jinxed
we'll
her
get
again.
to that.
yeah. Gliggs
All
missed
right.
the cut, so that's it.
Let's
Ace
get-
birthday shots of the week.
Dude wipes. I'm just jumping the gun. Dude wipes is Scotty Scheffler.
Fair. No aces that I stumbled across. Birthdays: Mike Weir, Canadian, heard of him, and Jim Furyk, same day, and they're going to be Ryder Cup or President's Cup captains against each other. That's kind of neat.
Yep.
Shots of the week.
Do you have one?
Couldn't tell you one.
No, I don't have one. I'm embarrassed.
Well, I got 2, so that's okay.
Good.
The Mac Hughes chip or pitch, that like 50-yard pitch that he holed, I thought was pretty good. And then the one I was going to use was the Scheffler one from round 1 where he was short-sided behind the bunker and just cans it for eagle.
Right.
So those were two
Oh,
pretty good ones.
Let me rephrase that. I do have a shot of the week. Sean Loney this morning dunk on 3 for Eagle.
From how far?
110, 120.
Really? Didn't
Where
even
did he
mention
hit
it
his
in the group.
first?
Why
was he laying
in
up?
the goalie on the right.
Layup.
Or
Or was he trying to go on in 2 and then hit a tree?
Oh no, he had to lay up.
Oh, gotcha.
He had no shot.
Oh, gotcha.
Mine will be Rick from elbow hitting it to a foot on hole 8 for KP.
And then his partner dunking Eagle Deuce on 9,
yeah.
following hole. They went birdie, Eagle, and best ball.
Did they
The
win?
craziest part is
They won
like
a skin
that,
there. They finished 2nd or 3rd
They
in
got-
the actual third in the tournament.
I was on 8 all day, and the first group off, I thought had the best shot of I
Yeah,
thought-
they were
we
like
thought they
4
aced
feet.
it.
Yeah.
And then this guy, I'm like, that's probably a little short, but
No,
yeah,
3 skins, right?
3 skins. Yeah.
should have been 2. But news. Start with kind of the, I don't know, some people call it a feel good story or good for golf story, but this Tommy Kuhl, did you guys see this?
Cool.
Did not.
KUHL.
Yeah.
Went out, shot the course record U.S. Open qualifier, then DQ'd himself because he should have known the rule but had forgotten, but they had just punched these greens and he was fixing the punch marks every hole essentially,
Oh,
which is
a
not
no-no.
allowed.
Wow.
So he called it on himself, and then a few other guys ended up ultimately calling it on themselves as well, which
They're playing qualifying events at punch greens?
I guess so.
Yikes.
It's the most ridiculous thing
seems
I've ever
weird.
heard.
Something.
But yeah, so I call that what you will, whether that's good for the game of golf or showing that golf is still has its integrity, whatever you want. But yeah,
And golf rules are stupid.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that
also
there's
what it
there's
does.
the
Yeah.
takeaway. Yeah.
yeah. Don't sign your card. Next, I guess the greens at the Detroit Golf Course or Golf and Country Club were vandalized.
2 of them. Yep.
2 of them, which is a month before the Rocket Mortgage. I guess they were sprayed with glyphosate or Roundup, if you want to call it that. But
Some dumb hick did it, eh?
must have.
Well, who would do that? Like what?
Dumb hick.
Why a
not?
dumb hick?
I don't know.
You
Can't
could
just
round
be a
up a
dumb
Canadian
idiot.
Tire if you wanted to.
Why couldn't it be a hick? Why couldn't it be a hick?
Could be anyone.
I mean,
You can't assume.
that's such
Could be
a
a scorned
gutless
old
move.
member. Who knows?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could be anyone.
Yeah.
Could
They
be a
probably don't have an
snot-nosed
offense, I guess.
teenager. Who knows?
Yeah.
All I know in that story is I would get Rocket Mortgage if I had a chance to study it. I know I would have
That's a
got
layup.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
That's
you'd
a
get
layup.
that.
3M Rocket. You're gonna let me study. The funny thing,
Which
the-
one comes first?
You know what's funny
in the
about this
schedule?
whole
There you
study
go.
thing
Is that you won't study, even though I'm giving you a week to study?
A, yes, but B, I only have to study like 10 because I'm not missing 35 to 40 of them. I have to
think so.
literally study the 10 that I'm not
right
sure
10.
about.
The pressure's going to
You're
eat you
thinking
alive.
when you made this bet, you thought I had to study all 52, but you weren't thinking of just like the 7 or 8 fringe ones that you just have to remember.
You only know like 20.
I'm telling you, the courses, sure.
Okay, next. Joe LaCava was on Nelly Corda's bag here this past week. I mean, that guy's just whoring himself out now to the highest bidder. Like, I don't understand that. He's been with Tiger for so long.
Yep.
Like, he just loves caddying that much that
Just
he
loves golf.
just doesn't want to be out of the game. Like,
Well,
obviously,
yeah,
he's been
it's-
taken care of financially, I would think.
You would
I think
think
it's
so, yeah.
twofold. It's he loves caddying, but at the same time, he's probably bored to death because he never gets to work.
Hates
You'd be
his
bored to
family,
death
maybe?
if you never had to work and had probably enough money for the rest of your life.
And loved golf.
Yeah, but what? Like maybe he's got no friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought about that, but maybe. Just seems odd that like
You could get bored by yourself.
I could see the Cantlay thing. Like Cantlay probably whatever went to him for it, but like then to just switch again.
Yeah, but
And,
they're
like-
those guys. He to the love caddying point though. Maybe he wants to be seen as the best caddy ever. So if he can go and do it with other people, he becomes the best caddy of all time.
Who is the best caddy of all time?
Got to be Stevie.
Steve Williams.
Why?
For
All
that
the-
reason
all of the
alone.
wins, yeah.
All
the
of the
wins.
wins?
Well,
yeah,
Is
Yes,
that's
I
like
think
saying
so.
Phil Jackson's the best coach of all time.
Yeah.
he is
ain't.
not.
I don't think so.
Look at the teams he was given. Look at the player he was
Who's a
given.
better coach?
I don't know.
Exactly.
But that's it's the same market. It's the same
Look at the teams
thing.
that we had this
Steve
year,
Kerr.
right, in the NBA. Those teams.
We're not
didn't win.
talking about the NBA.
It could be fluff.
Well, you just said
The answer, if you're going the Tiger road, it could be fluff too, because he's one with Jim Furyk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
Steve-
don't think it's Steve Williams at all.
See, I do. He's one with Adam Scott, Tiger. There's another guy in there as well.
It might be Michael Greller for putting up with that guy.
Yeah,
Could
he's
be.
in the conversation.
All I
He's
can
very
say
good,
is,
too.
and I know it's coming soon, but I can't believe that Liv is like 4th on the news, maybe even 5th or 6th. coming
Always
up
is.
here.
It's around the world.
It's around the world.
Yeah.
It
Perfect.
always is.
Well, it's been in news.
Last one, I guess, before we get around the world here. The Howard Bisons won the PGA Works Championship this past weekend by 58 strokes and proceeded to celebrate quite, what's the word, jubilantly?
Really?
Is that a word? They were
Yeah.
just like soaking the guy. The guy cans like a 3-foot putt, and they're just out there with the water bottles.
Good
just
for them.
58 strokes.
58 strokes they won by.
They could have doused him on 10, 11, 12.
Wow.
So were they
Of
that
the
good?
third round.
Were they that good, or were the rest of the teams that
I
bad?
feel like it was a combination of both.
Yeah. I think it's that bad.
Well,
I would say that bad.
The
Yeah.
answer, the answer is in where was 3rd and 4th.
Oh yeah.
Because if 3rd and 4th were also bad, then they were that bad. If third and 4th are like at 58, 59, 60, they're just that good because the other teams were adequately in the right
Yeah.
spot,
Kind of.
Fair.
Yeah.
in my mind. Because there could have been like there could be like 80. There could be people that teams that lost by 80. Well, then they are that bad.
Yeah.
Well, what happened when Canoop went out to BC last year? Didn't they lose by like 50-some?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But we were last place.
So were the other teams that good, or are you that bad?
Oh, we were that bad.
Exactly.
I
That's
think
my
I
point.
think it was a similar like talent level.
So I assume by that comment you're not getting invited back.
No, I think I don't know what I'm doing yet next year, but
Too busy playing, probably.
I'm barely gonna play this year. You're gonna have more rounds than me.
Okay.
You guys.
I'm at one.
Around the world we go.
Yeah, I guess we'll start with the Korean PGA.
Good idea.
Sung Jae Im won the tournament this
yes, he
weekend,
did, yeah.
which is all sorts of crazy considering he's flying back to play the PGA Championship this weekend.
That guy just loves to golf.
He just doesn't have a house.
No.
Well, I actually don't think we're allowed to talk about him anymore.
No, we hate him now.
Oh, right. Stay over there. Let's go to the live, I suppose.
we did. Yeah, just done.
Well, when's he getting the call from the Army?
Keeps
That'd be
winning.
soon, doesn't he?
Doesn't it get put off? You keep winning.
I don't know, maybe,
Yeah, I think if you win enough, they won't send you.
Just don't.
But
go
I mean,
back.
if BTS has to go,
I guess he did go back.
golfers
Maybe he
gotta
won't.
go.
Maybe he won't get out because he did go back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
okay.
Liv had a tournament in Tulsa.
Next.
Dustin Johnson won in a 3-man playoff. That was Dustin Johnson, Cam Smith, and Brandon Grace.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that actually is.
You didn't see that?
No, I don't follow Liv.
I know, but you didn't stumble across it on
No,
Twitter?
The funniest.
you know what? I'll actually say that is somewhat surprising that I did not know who was in the
Here's
playoff.
why, because he probably was on Instagram last night and he's like, "Oh, Dustin Johnson posted a story," and then it was just like a Mother's Day or like a thing of his kids that Pauline.
Oh, I didn't see that,
posted. Like nothing about the win at all. Just a complete family post for like the first time he's posted in months.
Yeah, I will say the only thing I saw about the live was your screenshot of DJ's tee shot on that one hole where the entire tee box is dead. That's the only
Yeah.
live related thing I saw all weekend.
Tough one there.
So they killed the Adelaide course, and then they played on a killed course this week.
Yeah.
So I did more reading into the
Instead
Adelaide
of the
one.
goat-
They did not end up killing it, which is
okay.
And instead, I was actually thinking about this. I wish I would have said it earlier, but I'll say it anyway, even though it's lost its luster. But that one team's called what? The Goat something?
Range
Range
goats, yeah.
Goats? And they played on a goat track this week.
And they didn't win. Couple other big things here. I guess the last two, Bryson DeChambeau and Matt Jones, have removed their name from the lawsuit.
Yeah, did Bryson play in this live event?
Yeah.
He's a live player.
I know,
yeah.
like,
He's skinny again now, too.
is
Yeah.
he? Did he finish in the top 36?
No, 36. Yeah. And then the other kind of big news: Paul Casey is somehow in the PGA Championship despite not meeting any of the qualifications. When other guys like Sergio, get your Sergio Diggs in if you want, but
Too easy.
basically the guy came out and said Casey, because how he finished in, what was it, 1819 or 1920 or something like that, and then was hurt, he missed his chance for his qualification, so they basically gave him a free one here. So
He's good for the game, and
I guess
which
so.
I mean,
Yeah, that's weird.
it seems like Jay Monahan wouldn't like this whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has no
But-
say, though.
But yeah, and then just the last,
What was the team thing? Who won the team one?
the Stingers one.
Yeah.
Who's on the Stingers?
That's the South African team.
Yeah.
Grace, Oosthuizen.
The crazy thing to me about the team thing is that they're popping bottles every single week. Like every,
they won.
I know, but
Yeah.
why is that just a regular event? Like I don't know. Just
think
seems
they're
like that
just-
should be at the end of the year thing.
They're celebrating that they won.
But you still haven't wrapped your head around that this isn't a golf tournament. This is like WWE for
Yeah, that's
golf.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
At least they're embracing it.
And
Yeah.
I can't believe you weren't chomping at the bit to bring this up. CW cut the coverage of the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I put that in the group. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought
show
So
So
like
regular-
no
like-
one got to see it.
so yeah,
well,
it
no,
ended. You could
it-
watch it on their
yes, on
their
the
apps
YouTube,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
What were they showing?
Gilmore Girls.
No,
Family
might have
Feud.
Family Feud.
Really?
like at least
What-
the Steve Harvey
I
one.
hope
or-
it wasn't
I
a
hope
celebrity.
so.
I hope it wasn't a celebrity.
I don't know.
Celebrity.
It was Family Feud.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yikes.
We also didn't mention. I don't know if it was, but I think I might have been pod topics or not. But that video of Louis come out with that the game they play in
right.
warm-ups.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick. It's like the way they gamble with what was it? They're playing $100 skins, but they get you get one mulligan each. They also get like a repeat or a rebuttal or something. So if a guy hits a shot,
You have to
one
make him
time you
re-hit
make
it.
him do it again, and if he doesn't do it again, he has to take the second shot. And then there was one other thing in there.
Skins, you have to
There's
basically
You have to validate your skin.
validate your skins.
Yeah.
You have to either par birdie the next hole,
Yes.
or they
wow.
can.
So
or
if you
someone
get a
else
skin,
does.
you have to par. So you don't have to win the next hole, but you have to par or birdie the next hole in order to validate what you just won.
For them, I think it is, but I think if it was us, you just couldn't lose a skin on the next hole. Like if it was
Yeah.
like bogey, I won a skin on 2 with par or birdie, then it goes bogey, double. I still validate that skin. I just can't lose the skin the next
Yeah,
hole.
the way that I understood it was that if I won a skin on the previous hole, I have to par or birdie the next hole, or else skins are back in play.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So,
it
like-
was a very cool
so if
game.
you, yeah, I thought it was very cool. So like if we're playing,
Yeah, until you
And
hold
you-
out for 150, and then that thing gets taken away.
yeah, because
I mean, counts on the card.
You can't,
Yeah,
It's not
I
for the
guess so,
skin.
yeah.
you can't par the next hole.
No, but they're making you re-hit it.
You got to re-hit. From
Oh, I
yeah.
see. In that, I thought we were still talking about the
Yeah, like
validation
imagine
part.
getting you get an ace and they make you re-hit it. Does that count? Now does that
Counts.
count?
It
That
counts.
counts on the card.
What
yeah.
if you do it the second time?
Now you
Yeah.
got 2.
Oh,
No,
what
you
if-
don't do it on the first, but you hit it to like a foot, and then you say, "Oh, whatever."
Well, I guess technically that wouldn't count.
No,
the
wouldn't
ace
count.
wouldn't
know.
count. But yeah,
Wouldn't count.
I mean, I'm counting it.
You are.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Everyone should.
I would count that because they just said
You
that
would.
yeah, because they just told you that shot does not count anymore.
Right.
no, I would. It's a birdie. That's
don't
for the
know.
game. The second shot is for the game, not for your golf round.
yeah.
It's for the game you're playing.
Yeah, but if so, then you finish out the first one. Then
It's like
I
saying,
would, yeah.
okay, let's hit opposite-handed for fun after this shot,
And
then
you having to
make an
count
ace.
it.
It counts.
Exactly. Great. That's a great example. So in Harv's question though, you'd have to finish out the birdie.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Like if you let's say you hit it to 10 feet, and then you got an ace, you still have to putt out your 10-footer for birdie. You might par that hole, and you had an ace.
Yeah.
Right.
That's tough.
There was a lot of conversation about that, but
Yeah, that's fun.
it was all right.
What if it's a par 4 though?
Oh no.
Like a drivable par 4, and you like drive it to like just in front, and they're like, you suck at driving. Bring her back, bud. And then you hit the green or ace it. Then you'd like maybe you're not getting up and down from that.
Yeah.
Anyways, the only other thing for Liv I had was that C1 Kim got 43rd, so he's climbing. That's a 46th and now a 43rd. So look out. Next, Champions Tour, the I don't even know, Regions Tradition is what it's called. Steve Stricker just ran away with the thing, won by 6.
Wow.
Claret Jug knockoff trophy, if anyone was wondering. Ames was 15th. Ames was 11th. Weir was 15th. And Alker was 28th. So a rare misstep for him. The DP World Tour, the Sudal Open, was won by Simon Forstrom. Now this is where it gets a little tricky because no one mentioned this guy, and Cockrell finished 10th.
Yep.
So
Exactly. I didn't even mention him after
Wasn't
the tournament.
jinxed.
wasn't jinxed.
Cockrell's having a very good year.
Very good. Should mention too that Forstrom's a Callaway guy. Get that in there.
Did notice that. I
There's
watched
a
a little bit of that
lot
tournament.
of guys on the Europe DP World Tour that use Callaway, like a lot. And then the Bullet was 28th till he comes on. This trophy was another Genesis Open ripoff, like the folded up paper.
Oh.
Wow.
It's like a thing now.
Another tour did that a while ago, or a couple weeks back. LPGA, the Cognizant Founders Cup, won by Jin Young Ko. Here's
now
where the
she
jinx
wins.
comes.
I was just gonna say now she wins.
Exactly. Here's where the jinx comes in. Jinx. Knoop had mentioned that Maddie Sierzik was tied for first after the round 1.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yep.
And she finished 42nd.
Oh my God.
Sometimes it's tough to hold on to that number 1 spot, I guess. I don't know.
Or other the 40 in between, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Maud
not
Amy
good.
LeBlanc also missed the cut. Interesting trophy here, kind of like a little lady golfer figurine. So, not bad. Corn Ferry Tournament, no tournament. And the Canadian Open, no tournament. But it should mention that Ottawa Senators forward Claude Giroux was named honorary chairman for the Ottawa Open. That's in Canadian Tour event here.
Just
so
got that one in,
did
eh?
see
had to slip it in. It just popped up on my newsfeed.
Do you know, is he a good golfer?
I don't think he's that good.
But he's playing in the tournament.
No, he's an honorary chairman of the tournament.
I thought that I read that he was also playing in the tournament.
Seems like he'd have some nice mitts around the green.
I think he's like probably low single digits. But I don't know if he's a professional golfer.
So he's good then.
Yeah. Well, I was comparing it to other professional
Oh, yeah.
golfers.
Yeah.
Would he beat 3 of the 4 of us here? Probably.
Yeah.
Pick recap. Bronell won the week in a bit of a runaway.
Finally.
Standings are Maddie B 16, Bronell 14, Harv 13, Knoop 12.
Dead last.
5
Need
points
those-
on the line potentially this week, though.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
Bronell had Ryan Palmer, the Texas Course Horse, 8th.
That's such an easy pick, and nobody took him.
I think it's specifically this tournament
It's
as
just
well.
this one. Yeah.
Like, he does okay in the other Texas, but this one is like the one.
Yeah.
Siwoo Kim, 2nd, and Adam Hadwin, 34th for a 15 average. Matty B was 2nd. He had Mav McNeely, miscut, 84. Tom Hoagie, 43rd. And Steven Yeager, 11th for a 46 average. I was 3rd. I had Minwoo Lee, miscut, 84. Seamus Power, 19th. And Will Gordon, 70th for a 58 average.
Oh,
And
no.
Knoop was last. He had Scott Stallings, miscut 84, Matt Kuchar 43rd, and Taylor Montgomery 50th for 59 average.
Wow.
Montgomery sure cooled off lately.
Sure has.
Yeah.
Knoop's guy. Preview.
Nothing like getting first the week before a major. It's just the best. You
It
hold
is?
all the cards.
Eh.
Sure.
Okay, well, what?
PGA Championship this week. So Oak Hill Country Club, the East Course in Pittsford, New York. I had to double and triple check that. I thought that was maybe a typo originally. Par 70 playing 7,394 yards
Yeah, that's long.
for a par 70.
Yeah.
This place has hosted 3 U.S. Opens, 2 U.S. AMs, 2 PGA, and 2 Senior PGA Championships, as well as a Ryder Cup.
What was the last one? 2013.
2013. Jason Duffner was the champion there.
Know
he
it
is-
well.
yeah.
Know
he
it
is
well.
not playing this week,
Damn.
but he actually holds the course record here as well. So 63 he had shot that year. 32 players have competed in this venue in the past 2, because I think 2013 and 2003 was the year prior to that, or the time prior to that they played here. JT is back obviously this week trying to defend last year's playoff victory. And Phil sort of is here defending as well this week because he didn't get a
Yeah.
chance last year. So we'll see.
I saw a few
See how
tweets
that
Did you
about
goes.
guys
that.
see
doesn't-
the JT press conference today?
I did not.
He's in. I don't know if he's in a bit of hot water, but he basically came out and said the course is nice, but it's a major in New York in May. Like essentially being like and then he said like they had snow 3 weeks ago. Like kind of backhand
Yep.
shot at the
The conditions?
conditions a little bit, but and he kept like doubling down on it. He's like the course is good, but it is New
Right.
York in May.
Yeah.
I saw
did not see
something
that.
saying, like, I hope you can carry it 340 this week or something like that.
Wow.
Or 320 this week. So Bombers week, I guess.
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
so.
So Rahm is looking to be the first Euro with a Masters, U.S. Open, and PGA Championship win, which I thought was kind of neat. Jordan, who withdrew last week, looking to complete the career Grand Slam this week. Wow, I
The
can't
Bronell
talk level. I thought this one was really neat. Fitzy is looking to follow Curtis Strange by winning this week, where he won at Brookline, and then following year he won at Oak Hill. So Strange's victories were both U.S. Opens, but this one would obviously be a U.S. Open and then a PGA
Well, that's a
Championship.
fun one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I
That's
thought that was
odd.
kind of neat. Rory's looking to become the 6th man with 3 or more PGA Championships. I thought this part was kind of neat as well. His wife is from Rochester, and for some weird reason, I couldn't find out why, but he is also an honorary member here at Oak Hill. So I don't know if he's
Probably because of his
played
wife.
here. Well, I don't know. Is that enough?
Maybe. Yeah. Is that
Father-in-law's probably a member.
Steve Alker making his PGA Championship debut at the age of 51.
Really?
After winning,
Walker's in this?
Look
yeah,
the
after
fuck
winning the
out,
senior
boys.
PGA last year. There has only been one player in the last 10 years that has been ranked outside the top 50 to win a PGA Championship, and that was Colin Morikawa. Last one, 99 on the top 100 playing this week. The only person not is Will Zalatoris, who is
He was
who is
outside the
injured.
top 50 when he won?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I guess he was kind of his...
That was
Coming
kind of
up
his
a rival,
first
hey?
big
So
thing,
that
yeah.
Gooch stuff was
That
he can't play in
drive.
the U.S. He's in this week, right?
Tyler Gooch is in this tournament.
Yes.
But not U.S. Open.
Correct.
That was what it was. Okay.
So that's it.
Bronell is
There's
up
6 Canadians. So,
Let's
the
hear 'em.
boys, Connors, Hadwin, Hughes, Pendrith, Svensson, Taylor. So, let's have a week. We need one
Mhm.
guy up
Yeah,
there.
need one. Remind listeners of the format of picks this week.
So, we each pick a player between 1 and 25 in the world.
For someone else.
Yep. And then for ourselves. And then somebody between 26 and 50 in the world, and somebody 51 and over in the
Okay.
world.
So, but
rankings.
the pick for someone else is 125.
1 to 25, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Bronell, you got
So
all
you
the
can
cards.
give
as you
me
say.
John Rahm if you want. whenever
I'm in
you
last
want.
I
place.
will give you Kurt Kitayama.
Yeah, people giving Kurt
Oh, hey,
Kitayama's
he's-
had.
I'm the one that did
He's
it.
on my best bets today.
Really?
I'm the one that did it.
So I went back and forth all day today
I'll
about
take the
which
other one.
fucking live guy am I going to take first overall.
Okay.
What?
And who are you taking?
What do you mean what?
You're taking a live guy first overall.
First overall, I'm taking a
There's
live guy.
3 possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had the 26 to 50 range written down, and then I changed it. I'm taking Dustin Johnson.
Yeah, outside top 50.
He's hot. He's got the length. Maybe he'll care this week. I'm hoping he'll care. I think I took him for the Masters and wasn't so great. But wasn't bad. But I should have took Brooks.
You should have took Brooks just now?
At the Masters.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I had first pick there too.
Well, I think Brooks is a first rounder. He's getting picked in one of these first 4. It's just a matter if it's by me or not. There's so many good guys. If you'll come back, you'll get them on the way back. I'm taking John Rahm. Got to.
Hard not to. Yep.
I'm taking Tyler Gooch.
There he goes. And he's reading articles right now.
Sorry.
He's reading articles.
A little late.
Aren't we giving top one?
Yeah, 1, but you get
25?
one.
You're
'Cause
picking
we have
one,
2.
too.
We have 2 in the top 25 in this format.
Okay.
2, 1, and 1.
Wasn't listening.
No,
He was
I was
not listening.
I
He was reading
I was
articles.
doing a couple things.
He was reading articles.
Well, you know what? Fuck this guy.
New sound.
Yeah, that's a new
I'll
sound.
take Scotty.
Scotty.
So Brooks fell right to me.
You're. That's why I left him, because there's no
I
way you're
don't
taking
want
2 live guys.
I know I don't.
You're gonna take Brooks.
But emotional hedge. If they do well, I got him in picks. I'm taking Brooksy, baby. I took him
you
last.
got Brooks and DJ.
Yeah.
Wow, that is something.
I hate him so much, though.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna take him because I thought for sure you weren't gonna take him.
Well,
because
once Rahm and Scheffler are gone, who are you going in there? You got tons of choices, so
Yeah,
Tons.
I guess.
Tons.
How about the only guy that's finished top 15 in the last 4 majors? Knoop's best friend, Schauffele.
He ain't bad.
Yeah. I do have choices then. Yeah, like I wanted one of DJ and Brooks, and I thought I
figured
played
you'd
that
have your pick ready to go once.
No, it was Brooks because I didn't
Oh.
think for sure you were taking 2 live guys.
So go down to the next guy on your list.
I don't have a list.
All right, you're on.
Why would I ever do?
DraftKings.
Why would I ever make a list?
'Kay.
So with that, I am going to take Adam Scott.
He's outside 50 or in
So,
26 to
26.
26 to 50.
That's not a bad pick.
Yeah, it's gonna be my pick.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna take Cam Smith.
All the live guys.
Wow.
What's Gooch ranked?
He's outside the top 50.
He cooled.
Well, how
Is
would
he
he get
cool?
points?
He's just
Yeah.
not getting points.
No, but he won 2 in a row and then he didn't win. That's what I mean.
one tournament in between.
Yeah.
It wasn't very good this
I'm
past
gonna
week.
take. I think that I'm gonna take recent winner Wyndham Clark. We talked about. You talked a little
My
bit
other
about
one that I
length.
was
Yeah.
gonna take.
26 to 50 range. Yep, there. Yep.
He's a bomber, so
I'm screwed here.
I'm gonna give Matty B. Do you want Kitayama?
You're going to give him to me if I say yes or no. After you already said, "Oh, he's got a good chance."
I kind of want to give you Tommy Fleetwood though.
You can
He's
give me
gonna
whoever you
stink this week.
You can give me whoever you want.
I'll give you Kitayama.
Sure.
I think he's missing the cut or winning.
Matty B's pick.
Slow segment today, boys.
I'm going to
Put
turn
some music
around.
on.
I'm going to turn back around and give you Keegan Bradley.
Yeah. I almost gave him to Knoop just because. I had Kitayama, Tom Kim, Bradley, and Fleetwood as my 4.
Oh, I guess now the 3 that I wanted in the 26 to 50 are gone. I guess I'll take.
You don't need to take it now.
Yeah, I do.
Well, why would you take it now? If you're the only guy left to pick from that range.
Well, no, Canoe passed. Oh yeah, I guess I
no,
don't.
I already did.
So I guess I can give. Yeah, but I don't know who I want to give him. So, Canoe can have Fleetwood.
I'm in last. You
He's
guys are supposed to
missing
be
the
nice
cut.
to me.
You have a
1 point up behind me.
You could take the lead this week.
Yeah, that's
It
a
ain't
good
gonna
point.
happen. So I have to give to Harv.
Or
Right.
pick your top
I know,
20.
but I'm like my
Yeah.
give is to him.
No, he has to pick 50 plus.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, really?
Yep.
He took Scheffler.
Oh, right.
You're just in front of me.
One.
Yep.
Don't be nice
right.
to him. I was nice enough to him.
I'm gonna give you Tom Kim.
Yeah, he's been not very good lately. at
Nope,
all.
he has not.
Sucky.
I was more worried about getting Matsuyama, so
Really?
Okay.
I think he might be
I-
good this week.
Was almost gonna give you Xander.
So
He's not gonna
your
win.
Bronell's outside top 50 now?
No, my top 25. guy.
Oh, nice.
no good ones left.
Yeah.
None.
He said there's tons left.
Well, I mean, there is Rory, Cantlay, Schauffele.
Which one are you taking?
My
I'm not
comment
taking any of those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony Finau.
You know what I could see happening this week? JT just winning again for some reason.
No.
His third PGA that doesn't even
So
count.
is that you're taking him?
No, I'm taking Burns or Young, and I haven't decided yet.
Okay, well pick one, please.
You're gonna pick the Callaway guy probably.
Burnsy? Because you're worried about me taking Young, hey?
No, I don't think. Well, maybe. He could win.
Overthink
He could
it,
win.
eh?
I can't. You guys hum and haw for half an hour.
I already got my pick.
Okay, finally you're ready. Okay, I'll take
Mito Pereira.
I'll take Sam Burns.
Sam Burns, Mito Pereira.
Okay.
You have Burns?
And I got Pereira. Mito.
Really?
Yep.
I'm going to take Siwoo Kim.
He's hot.
And Knoop rounds it out in 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna give a couple names.
Yeah, that's what Brock did.
I'm just kidding.
Where's Phil ranked? Is he in the
80.
80, yeah. He's outside. That's who I assume is one of his names.
takeable?
We're done, aren't we?
No.
Not-
Just
gotta
for
pick-
him. Well, he's
yeah.
not taking Phil.
oh yeah, no.
He's gonna click away here for a while. He's reading an article.
You want
Another
to start on our
article.
best bets?
What?
Yeah,
wanna
what
start
do
on
you,
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you guys have? Let's hear them.
Make your pick.
You got to
Just
make your
your
pick.
yeah.
No, I want to hear what you guys have.
Yeah,
to say.
after you make your pick.
It's okay. I'm gonna go with a Euro guy, Euro Tour, Adrian Maronk.
I love that pick.
He's outside 50?
Yeah.
Shouldn't
By
be.
quite
Sorry,
a bit.
who was your last pick?
Siwoo Kim. Couple Kims on my team. Two
I've been
two Kims, one Gooch.
My
Remember
best
it well.
bet that I quite like this week. T30 for Kurt Kitayama plus 300.
Okay.
He's 250 to 1.
To win.
250 to 1. Yeah, to win this week.
Yeah, for a reason.
He just won an elevated event like a month ago.
That was basically like last year.
That was a full major ago, wasn't it?
That was like when I said somebody was good at
Oh, right.
what was that tournament?
Don't recall.
Oh yeah, it was not a smart comment.
It was
yes.
in October, but
Yeah.
mine been talking about this for weeks. Taylor Pendrith, first round leader, 141 to 1. So
141 to 1?
first round leaders are high. Like Scheffler's 21 to 1.
Yeah, that is high.
Wow.
Like quite high.
I have a couple here, but I
Okay.
wanted to bring up, I missed the pod last week, but that parlay I made of matchups 2 weeks ago would have hit if we
Yep.
would have done it.
Or do you have a parlay of matchups right now? Because I do.
No, I don't.
We mentioned it.
I
briefly.
have the winner coming from the rest of the world, so not Europe or U.S. That's plus 425.
Okay.
And I have the cut number at exactly +1 for plus 425.
That's a tough one.
I think
That's
it's
a
going
tough
to be
one.
higher than that.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
Higher
much
than that is still decent odds. It's like 333 or something like that. But
I think
lower
it's going
than
to be
that
like
is
3 or 4
Yeah.
over, probably, isn't it?
Think so?
Or more.
Yeah. No
No?
idea.
no.
Okay, I got matchups.
3 over.
I got 2 on it, and then I wanted to discuss adding a third or not. The first 2 that I love are Gooch over Reed
Reed's got good odds to win this week somehow.
and Hatton over Fleetwood.
I like that one.
Gooch over Reed,
Yeah, I think
Hatton
that
over
Hatton over Fleetwood's a lock.
Yeah, it's minus 138, so you got to parlay it with something.
Mm.
So I got those 2, and then there's all kinds of decent ones, like Shane Lowry over Tom Kim.
These are
Don't like that one.
tournament.
Don't mind it.
Tournament, yes.
Yeah.
So Day Young, Finau Hovland, Fitzy Im, tough. Fowler Connors, tough. Homa Burns, kind of tough. DJ Cam Smith.
Could they make them any harder? Like, holy.
Kim Lowry, Koepka Cantlay, Rom Scheffler, Scott Clark.
These are
I thought
impossible.
about Adam Scott over Wyndham Clark.
It's like they know what they're doing, hey?
And Sahith
They've
over
thought about this
Sahith
for a
Bradley. Sahith Bradley.
Give me Sahith there.
Like that one does seem to make the most sense, but Sahith could just lay an egg.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to remove Gooch and Reed?
That's a toss-up to me.
So Hatton over Fleetwood, Scott over Clark, and Sahith over Bradley, 504.
Done.
That's a good bet.
Yeah, we can do it. I mean, it's not as good as the plus 720 one that I put up 2 weeks ago, but
It's not
sure
bad.
We'll
do you
win
guys
this one.
like that, or do you want to go down the road of these other ones?
Well, I'm curious. Well, Pendrith is a shot in the dark, but Harv's,
rest of the world?
yeah, like who's even possible to win? Just the Koreans and the South Africans?
Yes.
Australians,
Australians.
Adam Scott, Cam Smith,
I guess that's not
Jason
bad.
Day, ever heard of him?
It's not
Jason
bad.
Day.
Oh, he's not winning back-to-back, but
No.
He's done it before.
You-
Didn't he go back to back when he won his last PGA?
look it up.
He might have.
I don't think that changes my mind on whether I'm taking that bet or not.
It's not a bad bet, but I like your
The
matchup
parlay
one
is not
better.
bad. Scott over Clark, Sahith over Bradley, and Hatton over Fleetwood.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Wyndham could ruin that by beating Adam Scott,
Yeah.
but
I hope so. From
but
my
that's
side.
that's an emotional hedge there. Plus 504, I think that's a lock.
Yep.
2 things I thought were really weird looking at the odds today. Brooks Koepka has the second best American odds, which I thought was a little bit weird.
What?
Second best American,
Yes.
like Scotty, him
Oh, okay.
before JT, Xander, Cantlay.
No, there's a week in between for Day.
Oh.
And
Close
then
still hard. Try.
Damn.
Australians. Jason Day has way better odds than Cam Smith,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Recency bias, I guess. But
I guess.
what's
Cam's-
Reed's odds to win?
I think
it was
like 90 to 1.
Was it 90?
No.
Almost picked him.
I didn't think it was that high.
I almost picked him.
Outside the top 50, Reed. Yeah.
Yeah, 90. Yeah, you're right.
90 to 1.
Yeah, and no, he's inside top 50. That's why I didn't pick him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Right?
48.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you
Shut
guys
her
got
down.
anything else? So we're doing the 3-leg parlay.
Yep.
Okay. You got it written down.
Oh, I'll write it down.
I'll give it to you after because it's just right here.
Long weekend. Watch some golf.
Yeah, it's
you
gonna be
play
great.
some golf?
Major championship golf. I think I'm gonna play once.
I like to play Saturday, Monday, and then just watch golf all day Sunday.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
I can probably
Kind
get
of makes
away with
sense,
that.
doesn't it? Mix in some yard work, maybe
mean, yeah.
Saturday afternoon. I don't know.
What a week. You guys got anything planned?
Yeah, go on the lake.
You playing?
Are you playing up there?
Your daughter, I was throwing her a pitch tonight at baseball, and she's like, "I'm going to the lake this weekend." It's like the first thing she said to me.
Not even
Yeah,
high.
she's
Like,
excited.
I was like, "Get your head in the game."
Yeah.
I'm playing baseball
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
You're thinking
That
about
is a
going to the
problem
lake?
with that one.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you guys don't have anything else, it's major championship week.
Yep.
But until then, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.